What's going on, guys? Got another comic book haul video for you. I picked up all these books from Great Escape here in Louisville about 3, 4 weeks ago. They had a big dollar sale in their special events room, which is what they use for storage, I guess, most of the time. They open it up a couple times a year to let people go digging through the long boxes. They have about 50 or so long boxes in there, so it's always a good time. And always can find some good deals. I picked up about 50 books, each for $1, so go ahead and get started here. A couple of Mass Effect books here. Got Mass Effect Evolution number 3 and number 4. I think these were a kind of the backstory of the Elusive Man. He's this character right there. He's played by Martin Sheen in Mass Effect 2. And I think this is kind of his origin story. So I'm not sure how long it went, but I think there's 2 or 3 Mass Effect runs in comics. So it's one of my favorite video games on the Xbox 360. So anytime I see those, I try to grab them. I got this Doom number 1. I don't know if the official title is Bring On the Bad Guys, Doom or what. Just grab this one because it's a Kevin Eastman variant. I always like to pick up his stuff when he's drawing non-Ninja Turtle related characters, so happy to find that one. Got a cool Transformers book here. This is from the current run. It's written by Robert Kirkman. This is number 33. Just grab this one because it's a David Nakayama cover. Just noticed that I guess that's Prime, and he has his lips exposed, which I do not like. I am a Gen 1 purist, I guess, so anytime I see Prime's lips, I get a little triggered, but that's okay. It was only $1, so I can't go wrong with that. Let's see, you got Street Fighter number 6. This is cover B. This is from the early 2000s, I think. Just a cool, like, painted looking cover, and really looking forward to that Street Fighter movie that's coming out in October. Been seeing previews for it for all the summer in front of all the summer movies. The tone looks really great. Just can't wait for that. Grab this interesting promo comic here from Iron Man 2. It says limited edition collector's issue. It's about a 10 or 15 page book. I'm not sure if it was a promo for the movie. It doesn't have a movie logo on there, but it's got like, royal purple synthetic oil, just a made up product in the MCU, I'm guessing. And I couldn't find any listings on eBay or anything, and I couldn't find it in the Comic Geeks app, so I'm not sure where it came from or how you got it. But I always like picking up the promo comics, so can't go wrong with that. Got a cool Ninja Turtles book here. This is a 4 or 5 issue miniseries they did, Shredder in Hell. This was after Shredder got killed in the IDW run, and I guess him either escaping or going to hell and fighting people. Just grab this one. Big Turtles fan, obviously, and Mateus Santaluco, he did the interior art and looks like he did all the writing and the cover art as well, so I'm really happy to find that one. Some J. Scott Campbell goodness here. This is Wildsiders number 0. I've got number 1. I think this is only like a 2, maybe a 1 or 2 issue little one-shot thing, but I think Stephen Platt did one of the covers as well, which I already have, and then I've got the Campbell cover for number 1, so I didn't have number 0, so I had to pick that up. Got a fun little Ultraverse book here. This is one of those Wizard 1/2 issues they were doing back in the 90s. This is Prime 1/2, so he was probably my favorite character in that Ultraverse label, so I'm not working on his run actively, but I always look for number 1 in a newsstand. I'll pick that up if I ever see it. This is funny. This is Deathmate. It's the prologue cover, I think, but I wasn't sure what it was because there was no barcode or anything, so I just grabbed it. But it's actually just like space holders, or I think they're little mini posters, I guess, that might have been like promotions right before it came out. There's like 4 or 5 of them in here, so wouldn't have got that if I knew what they were, but it was in the bag, and that Deathmate crossover was fun back in the 90s, so I've got all the issues, I think, so all the main issues. They have like the gold variants and stuff, which I'm always on the lookout for, so I thought that this might be a version of that, but no such luck. But it was only $1, so why not? Got a cool Battle of the Planets book, just a cool Mark Silvestri cover. Got a fun little Mars Attacks High School. This is number 2 of 2. Got the Triboob going there. I think number 1 has this alien on the cover as well. That might be the first appearance of Triboob in comics, depending on if this was pre-Total Recall or not. Zombie War number 1. This is a Kevin Eastman zombie comic. He wrote and did all the artwork as well, including the cover. So this is the Fantico, and there's another Fantico label. I can't remember the publishing company that did it as well, but I think I've got number 1 from that particular publishing company, but I don't have the number 1 from Fantico, so I was happy to grab that. Got a Lola issue that I needed. This is issue 5, cover A from December of 2014. Not sure what volume that is, but just a Seo cover, and she does all the interior art as well. Carnage number 1. This is the Clayton Crane miniseries. Number 1, I think it's the cover B, has either Spider-Man or Carnage wrapped up in the American flag. That one goes for quite a bit. This is just the cover A, but just like the cover. Working on the Miss Marvel Volume 2 run. This is just one I needed for that. This is issue 27. It's a cool Greg Horn cover. Lost in Space number 6. I think this is either a wraparound. No, it's just got the Virgin on the back. So this is Mike Okamoto art. That's why I grabbed that. Fun little crossover here. Got Transformers Back to the Future. This is number 1. Cover B. This came out a few years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago now, I guess. It's got poor Marty and Biff and Doc being hauling the Energon cubes in front of the clock tower, so that's fun. And I think there's the DeLorean transforms in this miniseries, which is really cool. I think that's on the cover of one of them, so keep my eyes open for that. Got some more fun promo books here. Got these Real Heroes. These were like Pizza Hut giveaways. These are still in the bags. You can see how crusty the bags are, and they're still sealed. And I'm going to take them out after I'm done with this video. I just wanted to show you guys that they were still in the original bags, either a smoker's house or just super faded. So these came with, they had X-Men specific ones like this one, and then they had these Real Hero ones, which were just a variety of Marvel characters. I know the X-Men ones came with VHS tapes too, or you could buy the VHS tapes when you got from Pizza Hut. I don't know if the Real Heroes ones came with VHS tapes or not, but just real nostalgic, fun Pizza Hut books. Let's see, I've got the Bequest. This is issue number 3. This was a 4-issue series where Freddie Williams II, or Jr., he did the cover of this one, does all the interior art as well. So that's why I grabbed that. Got some Captain America. This is early 90s probably, because they're $1 cover price. Got $3.57 and $3.58. Got a Space Usagi book. This is Death and Honor number 3. This is not the cover A. It's cover. Oh yeah, this is number 2, cover A. Yeah, sorry. It's number 2 of 3, Death and Honor little miniseries. I like the parody books, so I got this Supreme, the Babe of Steel. I always check to see if they have a back cover, because some of them are flip books. This one does not. But I've never seen this particular parody book before, so grabbed that one. Got a couple more of these Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection variants. It was funny when I was digging through the boxes. I saw the guy, I was waiting for the guy next to me to get done with his box so I could just scoot over one. And he was taking a little longer than me because he was, looking more intently at each comic, I guess. And he came across this little run of the Marvel vs. Capcom books, and he only grabbed one. It was the Storm book, which unfortunately I need, but he got it before me. So I always hate looking at other people's boxes while they're digging, because I don't want to see what they take and then what they overlook. But you can't help sometimes. But grab this one's cool Spider-Man cover, and then Doctor Doom as well. So really like these covers. Artist name is Bengus. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Bengus. But I think there's like 12 or 13 of these, so slowly working my way through those. Got a Youngblood Genesis #1. This is from the Arcade Comics imprint back at the early 2000s. Some of these are a lot harder to find than the Image books, obviously, so anytime I see those, I grab them. And then I think this is probably the last one that'll be from my personal collection. I might try to sell this one too. This is just a regular Luke Cage, J. Scott Campbell variant. I'm not sure why it says Daredevil Volume 7, so I'm not sure why Luke Cage is on a Daredevil cover, but who knows. It was only $1, so can't go wrong. So the rest of these books, there's a couple of Transformers books that I might keep, but most of these I'm probably going to try to sell. Got this Anthony Bourdain Hungry Ghosts #1. Just grabbed this one. It goes for about like 10 or 15 now, I think. But they've got that Anthony Bourdain biopic coming out in a few months, so it might get hot when that hits. Got Megaton Man #1. I know I always keep my eye open for the early Megatons because it's got early Rob Liefeld art, I think in 2 or 3, and then I think it's got like early Savage Dragon appearances as well. This one has neither of those, but it's one of the early issues, so just grab that one to flip. Got a Episode 1 Anakin Skywalker photo cover. This is, I guess it's probably newsstand. It's got the Dark Horse movie special. So just grab that. The new season of Ahsoka is coming out soonish, I think, so that might pop. Got this Transformers Shattered Glass #1, cover B. Looks like Blur there on the cover. I know these cover Bs can go for quite a bit, so just grab that one. Got the Batman Superman World's Finest #1. The Dan Mora cover. These can go for quite a bit. It's a little beat up on the edges there, but I can probably get like $5 for it or something. Irredeemable one. This one goes hot and cools off every few months when I think they've optioned it, and whenever you hear casting news or anything, it gets a nice bump. So just grab that one. This one I thought I needed for my collection. It's The Mechanic. It's just a square bound book. Joe Chiodo does the cover, and he does all the interior art, which you don't see very often. The 5 up here threw me off because I thought it was issue 5, but that's just the price. So I was just flipping too fast, saw it, looked it up on the CLZ app, and I was like, oh, I don't have number 5, so grab that. But that's no problem. Like I said, it was only $1, so I'm not losing too much. This is a cool Prime cover with no lips, so I like that. This is cover B from the subcover B from Revolution #1. This was the big crossover event that IDW had. It's a nice wraparound cover as well. Got the Transformers and G.I. Joes together again for the first time, for the last time. Another Transformers cover, this Spotlight cover B for Double Dealer. I'm not sure who Double Dealer was. I've never heard of him. It looks like he might be one of those like double changers, I guess, who is a Autobot and a Decepticon, so he's like a spy maybe. So that's pretty cool. Got Thunderbolts #1, not their first appearance, but it's their first ongoing. This was obviously much hotter a couple years ago when they were leading up to the movie, and then when the movie came out. The second printing actually has a pink cover, which I found before. I've never had just #1, the regular #1, so I grabbed that one. Got a couple of Savage Dragon issues here. These are just some of these. It's kind of like the Spawn issues anywhere in the 100s. They're lower print runs, so the Savage Dragon collectors and the Spawn collectors will pay up a little bit for these. So I got 187 and 190. Got sorry about that. Star Wars Kanan #2. I think I've got a copy of this already, but any of these, they've got cool Mark Brooks covers, and #1 and #6 are the ones you want, but #2 can go for $5 or $10 as well. Got this, I think that's a Del Auto cover, maybe not. What's that say on there? I can't read the signature. I don't think it's Del Auto though. Kind of looks like him. But Amazing Spider-Man 544. This is the One More Day, beginning of the One More Day arc. Got this Stormwatch number 4. This is the first appearance. I forget these guys' names. It's the first appearance of them, I think. So this one goes for quite a bit. This is like 40 or 50 bucks. And this was actually in that box that the guy was looking through, the Left Behind the Storm Marvel vs. Capcom. So he picked up the Storm one, but he left behind Stormwatch. So this one book will pay for the whole day there at Great Escape. So can't go wrong with that. And then 2 more books here. A couple of Thors. Got Thor 8. I think this is when Jane Foster is revealed to be Thor. This is when she had cancer and all that stuff that they incorporated into the Love and Thunder movie. And then number 364, first appearance of Frog Thor, I think, in a newsstand. So obviously these were a lot hotter when the Thor and Loki Thor movies and Loki shows were going on, but everything that was hot will be hot again one day. That's one of the rules of speculating comics, I guess. So anytime I see these for $1, I'll pick them up. All right, guys, that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed the haul, and I will see you next time.